what's up? Right here, right now, we're gonna play this game, called Dragons, D-R-D-A-G-O-N, right now I'm about to do this one thing right now. I don't know if it will work. I'm gonna turn this down so it doesn't actually get us. What's up? I'm back because I had to do something real quick.
I am writing this under an appreciable mental strain, since by tonight I shall be no more.
Me no more. Okay.
Penniless, and at the end of my supply of the drug which alone makes life endurable, I can bear the torture no longer, and shall cast myself from this garret window into the squalid street below.
Okay then.
Do not think from my slavery to morphine that I am a weakling or a degenerate. When you have read these hastily scrawled pages, you may guess, though never fully realize, why it is that I must have forgetfulness or death.
Don't know what we're doing here, bro.
It was in one of the most open and least frequented parts of the broad Pacific that the packet of which I was supercargo fell a victim to the German sea raider.
Really scared me. My controller could play it. My PS4 controller could play it. It was vibrating.
The Great War was then at its very beginning, and the ocean forces of the Hun had not completely sunk to their later degradation.
I didn't know why my controller was vibrating, my PS4 controller, and I realized it was just vibrating because it just wouldn't vibrate.
So that our vessel was made a legitimate prize, whilst we of her crew were treated with all the fairness and consideration due us as naval prisoners.
Just give me a moment right now because I like my stuff right there, but every time I put it down, it just gets in the way. Don't know how long it's gonna take.
So liberal, indeed, was the discipline of our captors, that 5 days after we were taken, I managed to escape alone, in a small boat, with water and provisions for a good length of time. When I finally found myself adrift and free, I had but little idea of my surroundings. Never a competent navigator, I could only guess vaguely by the sun and stars that I was somewhat south of the equator, Of the longitude, I knew nothing, and no island or coastline was in sight.
That was weird. Lately, that was weird. It was my left ear. No, every time I put this headphone onto my left side of my ear, my right side actually, it just kind of like trying to squeeze. It squeezes my glasses into my ear and it hurts, which is physically annoying. What am I supposed to look at? Sorry, my eardrum might. I don't know. Let me turn my mic for my PS5 doesn't vibrate. There's nothing here. Where did I click on? What did I do? I'm trying finding.
The weather kept fair, and for uncounted days I drifted aimlessly beneath the scorching sun, waiting either for some passing ship or to be cast on the shores of some habitable land.
Give me one moment. Now do it again.
But neither ship nor land appeared, and I began to despair in my solitude upon the heaving vastness of unbroken blue. The change happened whilst I slept. Its details I shall never know. For my slumber, though troubled and dream-infested, was continuous.
Yeah.
When at last I awoke, it was to discover myself half sucked into a slimy expanse of hellish black mire, which extended about me in monotonous undulations as far as I could see. And in which my boat lay grounded some distance away. Though one might well imagine that my first sensation would be of wonder at so prodigious and unexpected a transformation of scenery, I was in reality more horrified than astonished. For there was in the air and in the rotting soil a sinister quality which chilled me to the very core. The region was putrid with the carcasses of decaying fish and of other less describable things which I saw protruding from the nasty mud of the unending plain. Perhaps I should not hope to convey in mere words the unutterable hideousness that can dwell in absolute silence and barren immensity. There was nothing within hearing and nothing in sight save a vast reach of black slime. Yet the very completeness of the stillness and the homogeneity of the landscape oppressed me with a nauseating fear.
No one does this discussion about me. Honey roasted peanut.
The sun was blazing down from a sky which seemed to me almost black in its cloudless cruelty, as though reflecting the inky marsh beneath my feet. As I crawled into the stranded boat, I realized that only one theory could explain my position. Through some unprecedented volcanic upheaval, a portion of the ocean floor must have been thrown to the surface, exposing regions for which innumerable millions of years had lain hidden under unfathomable watery depths.
It's a good game, but at the same time, I'm kind of discussing about why I mean honey roasted peanut was in wiggling and moving and all this nasty stuff around. Now I don't know, but don't ask me to.
So great was the extent of the new land which had risen beneath me that I could not detect the faintest noise of the surging ocean, straining my ears as I might. Nor were there any seafowl to prey upon the dead things.
I do play a game, it's just that I'll watch a video, I'll look at it and see if I like it or not. If I don't like it, I won't play it. But no lie, I'll go back to Sims 4 anyway, because it's my favorite game anyways. Which I will go play it after this, because I haven't played it in a while. Sorry. No, burp puke there.
For several hours I sat thinking or brooding in the boat, which lay upon its side and afforded a slight shade as the sun moved across the heavens.
I have a phobia of dead fish.
As the day progressed, the ground lost some of its stickiness and seemed likely to dry sufficiently for traveling purposes in a short time. That night I slept but little, and the next day I made for myself a pack containing food and water, preparatory to an overland journey in search of the vanished sea and possible rescue.
This is a story game. What is it like?
On the third morning, I found the soil dry enough to walk upon with ease. The odor of the fish was maddening, but I was too much concerned with graver things to mind so slight an evil, and set out boldly for an unknown goal.
I guess it's just like a story game or something. Let me see. Let me check it out. horror game. Yeah. I didn't realize that until just now. But still, with horror game, I kinda do, but not that much.
All day I forged steadily westward, guided by a faraway hummock which rose higher than any other elevation on the rolling desert.
Because my sister can literally play horror game in the dark. She'll ask you to turn the light off. She'll literally just play there. She'll sit there and play in the dark. Her computer, her desktop, is literally half of a horror game. She'll literally tell you, and it's half of a horror game. There are some shooting games. Some shooting like Apex she'll play. She'll play Content Warning, but right now it's just basically her screen of hers is horror game. She does play some 4, but she doesn't play like I do, because I am a casual dedicated simmer, which means that I live and breathe Sim and play Sim. I barely play other game. But there are times I will play other games here and there, but on that I will jump my shoulder back into the game. There will be times that I will have to find a headphone off it because for some reason my right ear is squeezing me. I have a headphone at my desk, and they fit my ears perfectly, and I like them. But when I wear my headphone, my Bluetooth headphone that I used to use them to like listen to music and everything with, I use those, and they would be really fine. I'll be right back because I have to go charge my phone. Because it's at 13 and I don't want to die because I want to do this video and I want to check it out on my channel and see how well it is. Yeah, I'll be right back in a quick second. Okay, I'm back, but I gotta do that and phone. I have a phone case that's really hard to put the charger in, but at least I done it, and these are right. Yeah, I have a phone case that's really hard because you know how you have some phone case that lets you charge you put your phone charger in it, you can plug it, and there's some that will let you, some won't, but I have one that doesn't let you, but I found out after a while that I push it in a little harder, I didn't break the charger, I pushed it in hard enough, and it somehow started charging my phone. I'm not specific if she's played this before or not. I might ask her if she plays this game or not. Do you know that any horror game, really, like I said a few minutes ago, before I go turn my phone, I'm gonna literally ask her if she had a playlist or not. Don't know. I know the Horian, but I'm not sure. The lower Crafton atmosphere is ATMOSPHERIC visual novel. This game runs standard or VR mode. I don't think my desktop will be able to handle VR. I want a VR, but we already know how much it costs. I think my sister want one too, but I don't know if her PC will handle it. And where she has her desk at. I can't wait for a better place. We're actually getting a new home. Really. I mean, it's more better.
That night, I encamped, and on the following day still travelled toward the hummock, though that object seemed scarcely nearer than when I had first espied it.
We're getting a new place. The two people I told you about really ain't supposed to be here. And we got the back. My sister got this box. No, she says to put one in, but she doesn't want to. Because she knows what exactly they two will do. The only thing, I love this place, the house I'm in, but the other problem is the heater problem. Could be able to, it's like a big giant box heater. Now it will warm upstairs, and it will warm down here. But no one else can't fix it, so I just like those heater like a plug-in here that you know, like a little stand heaters that you change the knob and you buy them at Walmart or whatever. Yeah, I use those. The other problem this room has, right where this corner of my shelf is almost above it, right next to me. Glad I didn't push my desk a little far that way. I'd be really screwed. Because this desktop my sister gave me. She literally let me have it. Because she's not letting her. Apparently, I don't know if it's her best friend anymore or not, but I can't rely on that. So she wants to have it, but she's not to pay her money. She wants it, but anyway, she doesn't want to have it because it costs $1,000, like maybe 10 grand or something. Really is expensive. And she let me have it. The only reason why I want a desktop, I have my laptop. But the only problem with my laptop is that it won't let me play games with my sibling. Because I want to play games with my sibling because my brother's not here. The only reason why he's not here because they dragged him out here. He moved. Because he didn't want to deal with them too. And my sister didn't want to deal with them, her man didn't want to deal with them, I don't want to deal with them. It's so slightly. I know it's that story we don't have Lily anymore, because I ended up did a good idea to let her go to the shelters because, one, she's got a little more difficult when you handle than she was before. Because when she was before she was perfect, and she wasn't hard to handle. Then over time, she's a large brain anyway. She's not a year old. She hasn't got a shot on yet. So she got a little bit harder for me to handle over time. Like a few days ago, she got harder for me to handle, and she's a little bit too heavy for me to pick her up. So we all three decided to let her go anyways. I wanted to keep her, but I know I couldn't because of all that mess. And then I decided, like, oh, small breeds are like small dogs. They're like Chihuahuas, Jack Russell, White Highland Terrier, and they're a lot more easier because, one, you can pick them up all you want. Like, if you want to pick them up and hurry outside with them, if they have to go like super badly, you want to take them out there with badly, because most dogs are a typical dog. Like they will. My Jack Russell is a 12-year-old. She will have a bathroom problem. If you can't, she will. I had taught her a technique where she speaks because I taught her that, and she knows how to open doors. She only know how to do open doors if they are a door that was swinging open for her. My bedroom door, she can't open that because that door was swinging open by itself. So she was, if you try to open the door, you gotta crack it for her so she can, cause if it's like shut completely and she can't push it, you gotta crack it for her just to let her open it and she'll open it. So yeah, that's what I had to do with the front door, screen door. I had to crack it open so she can push the door open so she can get out there. The reason why I let her do that is because I open it halfway. There will be times she doesn't want to do it and I'll do it, but there are times she will. Then I will crack it open, like where it doesn't, like where you shut the door completely where no one can't get out. So I had to crack it open so she can get, like, swing it open, and it was swing open. She's a small breed, but even though she's chub, and she looks like I told my sister, I told her she's a small breed. She's a Jack Russell Terrier or a small breed. But the way my dog is, she's a chubby dog because we had her for 12 years since I was in high school. I think my sister was probably in middle school. And I was in high school, but I think my brother was too. In high school, I'm not sure. But anyways, we had her since we were in school. But there's a few times I've been there for, like, one time I've been there for when we had a house fire. I had on my pants while holding her head down, trying to make sure she's not breathing, because you know how dogs breathe. Trying to make sure she's not breathe that in. And then she got leg pain. She had body pain. I've been there for that. She got sick once in a while. I've been there. But she didn't get sick in a while this year and last year. She hasn't got sick yet. She's not Maddie. That's my dog's name. She hasn't. Well, you know how a certain dog will get sick and then they'll turn around and clean that mess up that they bled out of their system? Well, my 12-year-old dog won't do that. She will, like, if you have, like, garbage or something sitting out, she'll go and smell it. She'll try and get into it, but then if we yell at her, like, don't do that, she'll just walk away. You tell her once, she'll walk away. So, yeah. But I will have to get her a nail clipper and I'm not going to get her a haircut because I need my sister to help. My sister is more professional at her haircut because we need to definitely get her a haircut. She hasn't had a haircut since I don't know when the last time. If I do it, it'll be horrible. It'll be literally horrible if I try to do it. Sorry for that.
By the fourth evening, I attained the base of the mound, which turned out to be much higher than it had appeared from a distance.
I think I tell you this really true from the new house we're getting to what happened to my dog. Not only did I want to get rid of Leah, it's because one, you know where their dog's tail start a little bit higher than that, like higher, like almost below their back area where their tail starts almost. Lydia constantly bites Maddie there multiple times, and while holding Maddie and while biting her, sometimes she will try to drag her, like pull her. She'll pull her down. So yeah, so Maddie will turn around and snap at her. Maddie had bit Lydia multiple times and made Lydia yelp. Because Maddie is a hunting dog. Not only because Maddie's a hunting dog, it's because Maddie hasn't grown up with other cats and dogs. She's not used to having other cats and dogs around her. Like, literally around her. She likes to be the only dog. So that's why she's in my room a lot. The only time she's out there, if I go out there, she'll literally follow me wherever I'm going. But the only time she's not with me if I leave the house or one, leave the house, or two, if I'm busy doing something. But you hear this? These are literally mine, because I have one's in my room now. Because I don't want them to get in my room, because I have stuff in my room I want to get. The only reason I don't want them in my room, because one, I have my laptop desktop. It'll cost them a lot of money if they take it. Two, I have stuff in my closet that they're by my door area. Some of it is my sister's, and that she bought, and so I put it in here for a reason. And then I sat on my couch that she got, which the people I told you about, they two are not allowed to sit on. Because my sister specifically told me that they two, people that are not supposed to be here, they're literally not supposed to be here because they're supposed to be gone like a few days ago. So anyways, she told me, make sure that they two are not supposed to sit in it because we already know what's going to happen.
An intervening valley setting it out in sharper relief from the general surface.
Then my sister told me, someone sat in it, I said, do you want to see? Then I sat all the way back. She said, ooh, finally you got a chair that you can literally sit in. Finally I have a chair I can literally touch the ground with since I'm 5 feet. I'm literally that short. And I didn't know how tall it was or anything. My sister and man, they both tested the part where you lay your back on. They tested it out and then lay it flat and test that out. They did it because they wanted to test it out. It's good to test the chair out before you literally use it every day. So yeah. My sister already had a good spot to put it. I was like, is this better than theirs? Is it not like the one we had at a 2-story apartment? And she said it is much more better. I was like, good. I'm like, oh, that's much better than that. Because they have a couch, which is a futon couch, which has a handle, like, thick, like, big, thick handle. It's not like a skinny one, it's like a big fat handle on both sides. And the futon, like, you can grab the bottom of it where you sit on, you can lay it flat and it'll be like a bed. Me and my sibling had one when we were living in a 2-story apartment, because we had to live in a 2-story apartment because of the fire that happened. And yeah, so we had one from Walmart and we had to get one and everything. The only thing I was really worried about was my 12-year-old dog. I was worried about more. I had a school laptop one time and I was in a dining room because we have you go in the back door, you go straight and then you turn your left. That's the dining room. You go turn right to the living room. There's the front door walkway. Then you go to your left again. Before you go to your right, you can turn your left again. There's 2 bedrooms. And then you go to keep going straight, all the way straight. That's the bathroom. And then go to your right, and that's the bedroom again. So basically, that house is a 3-bedroom, 1 bathroom, dining room, kitchen, and a living room, which belongs to my dad's mom, which she's our great-great-grandma. So, story happened is, me and my sister were watching a movie about, it's a Pittsburgh movie, the 3rd one, where her name is Fat Amy. I don't remember her real life name in real life. That's her name in the movie. So we watched the part where she ripped her outfit. So, besides that happened, I went in my room because I sat my dog down on the couch. I went in my childhood Barbie blanket that I had since I was little, when me and my sister and my dad lived in a trailer park. So, I looked up, saw a fire right next to my window. I had to go kick my sister and told her I wasn't even joking. I wasn't literally joking. And then she had to run around like a crazy person just to tell everybody. She told my brother first, then she went and told our grandpa, who we don't like that much. Anyways, then she had to tell my dad. We got out the door. I didn't plan on to leave my belt on or anything because I like take my belt off because it will hurt if you have a belt on if you're like if you're getting ready to go to bed or anything. I was gonna get ready to go to bed, but we were eating dinner and then having the movie on and all that stuff. Anyways, so that's when it happened. And I was running around trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Then I grabbed my dog, hold my pants, and then I had to push her head down to I grab her nose to make sure she wasn't trying to breathe in. And then our grandpa was dumb enough to open the back door. He opened the back door, let the smoke everything in, and if he didn't leave the door shut, he will literally leave the smoke out. But another thing is, our father, the only parent we had left, was trapped downstairs. It's because our grandpa decided to nail the door shut. There's a door at least outside. It was on the side of the house, on the left side of the house. He nailed that shut so no one can get in it. So my dad had to literally kick it open and get out of there. Because me and my sibling thought he was gonna die at the time, and it freaked me out. So I literally been there with my dog. When I was like younger, I didn't know how to handle dogs, and I was going like that to her all the time. But now, after she had body pain, leg pain, been sick, ran over by a car, hurt by other animals, bit by Lydia, that's when I end up getting more scared. Especially her leg, where you know how you got front porch, back porch. So we have a back porch which is technically about to fall apart anyways, which it is half falling apart, but it's gonna fall partly falling down. So she got her leg stuck there twice. One when I'm gonna say my sister's guess friend-ish, somewhat anyways. So her and her mother and daughter's here, and they were there. Anyways, my dog came in, slipped, and got her leg stuck. And I was freaking out. Because I didn't want her to get hurt. Then a few days ago, I told my sister, and I said, she got her leg stuck again, and I helped her. I literally helped her get her unstuck. I helped her get unstuck, and she said, we had to put something there to block that out. So,
Too weary to ascend, I slept in the shadow of the hill.
So we did, and I'm like, we need to definitely put something there, because this is literally freaking me out.
I know not why my dreams were so wild that night, but ere the waning and fantastically gibbous moon had risen far above the eastern plain, I was awake in a cold perspiration, determined to sleep no more.
I guess this game Dragons about me moving around, and I mean hitting AWSD.
Such visions as I had experienced were too much for me to endure again. and in the glow of the moon I saw how unwise I had been to travel by day. Without the glare of the parching sun, my journey would have cost me less energy. Indeed, I now felt quite able to perform the ascent which had deterred me at sunset. Picking up my pack, I started for the crest of the eminence. I have said that the unbroken monotony of the rolling plain was a source of vague horror to me. But I think my horror was greater when I gained the summit of the mound and looked down the other side into an immeasurable pit or canyon, whose black recesses the moon had not yet soared high enough to illumine. I felt myself on the edge of the world, peering over the rim into a fathomless chaos of eternal night.
Where?
Through my terror ran curious reminiscences of Paradise Lost and of Satan's hideous climb through the unfashioned realms of darkness. As the moon climbed higher in the sky, I began to see that the slopes of the valley were not quite so perpendicular as I had imagined. Ledges and outcroppings of rock afforded fairly easy footholds for a descent, whilst after a drop of only a few hundred feet, the declivity became very gradual.
I feel like I hear a footstep.
Urged on by an impulse which I cannot definitely analyze, I scrambled with difficulty down the rocks and stood on the gentler slope beneath.
The way he came down or something, I felt like I heard him footstep or something. That's what I was trying to tell you before you tried to talk.
Gazing into the Stygian deeps, where no light had yet penetrated. All at once, my attention was captured by a vast and singular object on the opposite slope, which rose steeply about 100 yards ahead of me.
Let me check how far my thing. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop this, but anyways, I will just see part 2 later, so happy